How's it going, everybody? I made this video a couple minutes ago, but the video froze and I have to do it again. So pretty much this video is going to be what game should be game of the year. This is pretty much my early predictions because it's way too early to examine or guess or pretty much do anything to name the game of the year right now. But I want to do it when it's like bright and early and stuff. So pretty much I guess DMC can be a contender. Devil May Cry is a remake that's coming out this month, I believe. So far yesterday I made a review. Uh, Made a video talking about the reviews it got. It's like a 9.0, 9.2. Very good reviews. The gameplay is top notch. It's faster than the original 4 for the PS2 old generation system. Everything's pretty much top notch. The music, the sound, everything. Many people, like I said in my video, wasn't really going to get this game because there's other games they saving for, like Grand Theft Auto 5 and BioShock Infinite, or they don't like the new look of Dante, because he's like, I don't know, the younger and look of spiky, black spiky hair. They really like the old version better, with the white hair. So pretty much it can be a game of the year contender, I say, to be honest. But it's very too early to say anything yet. Sometimes when games come out like in January, it's kind of hard to contend for a game of the year. They pretty much it could be very good, but they may get forgotten. A good example from last year is pretty much Max Payne that had a very good multiplayer, no, very good single player and narrative. Top-notch gameplay and everything. Good replay value. Multiplayer was pretty much decent. It has some broken stuff in there, but pretty much it's very fun to play with your friends and stuff like that. But it's very enjoyable for me to to go back to single player. Go for achievements and stuff like that. But but yeah, I think this game is gonna be forgotten because many people are gonna go on to other bigger games. And an example of another bigger game is BioShock Infinite. Now, BioShock Infinite, it's the third game in the BioShock series. It didn't come out. The last one came out around 2009, I think. This game supposed to come out last year, but it got delayed. They was working on. It was talking they were working on multiplayer, but then they switched the multiplayer off, so they mostly working tweaks on single player, which is very good. Because my say on multiplayer, and a good single player game shouldn't happen. They're gonna probably take 50-50 time on single player, 50-50 time on multiplayer. And, the single player experience is going to be like a afterthought pretty much after you play or stuff like that. But they focusing on their time on tweaks on the single player means they really putting the effort and the concern and stuff like that. So this game is going to have a great single player experience, and I'm very looking forward to it. I'm a big Bioshock fan. Now the second one had second one, Bioshock 2 had a multiplayer. It was pretty good, but the second one, the sequel, I think had a lower rating than the first one. So pretty much the sequel that's supposed to be better than the original in every way got a lower score. So you know what I meant because the multiplayer probably played a role because the narrator in the second one wasn't really that strong as the first one. Now, GTA 5, pretty much, GTA 4 came out 2008 on the PS3 and 360. Made a lot of records. I think it was nominated for Game of the Year for something. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was Game of the Year. I think for Spike. I can't really remember. Grand Theft Auto 4. I played the game. I got the game actually. I beat the game. I say I don't know, a couple of days. I say. And I got kind of completely bored with it. There's really nothing much to do after you beat the story mode. You pretty much like San Andreas. You got all this stuff from you, like jetpacks. Doing car contests and stuff like that. And this one, pretty much, Grand Theft Auto 4. All I know you can do is pretty much bowl, go to strip malls, or go to I guess talk shows. I think it was called. But pretty much that, some little smaller stuff. But pretty much, Grand Theft Auto 5, see, they got looks like they're gonna have a variety of stuff to do. They got spanning from three different type of people, so I guess you can play three different type of people in the game from their point of views, which is very interesting. And they having a lot of good new things in there, like dogs. I spotted a dog in the trailer. And I don't remember a dog being in the other Grand Theft Auto games. So pretty much, you probably can have a dog or something like that. I don't know. It's just Grand Theft Auto 5 is looks very very good, and no doubt can be a game of the year. Now, for the next game, Tomb Raider, the remake. They had a lot of things going to it. First, it's been a while since they made a Tomb Raider game. Been a couple of years. They had they have a collection for it and stuff like that. But they revamping everything. So everything from Tomb Raider back in the 1990s is different now. Now you're doing survival horror. Lower not survival horror. Survival, pretty much like a survival genre now, I guess. A theme. You got Laura Croft, doing things she never did before. Pretty much, killing, people just to survive and stuff like that. I like that. I like the actually I like that moveset pretty much. You can probably see the aggressiveness of Laura now. Laura hasn't really been that aggressive, but like she probably pretty much, in one way she doesn't really want to fight or do stuff like she want to do, but she has to survive, so she has no choice. So I hope this game give players, choices to do. And that'd be very interesting. The sounds, the graphics top notch. And one thing that, 2 weeks ago that IGN announced, or everybody else announced, was a multiplayer for this game. Now the multiplayer, like I said, they may spend 50-50 on single player multiplayer. I highly doubt they don't do that. I highly doubt they wouldn't do that, because ruin the experience. Single experience pretty much for everybody. They probably not gonna work that much on it. But there's some good things in this, because I was talking to somebody on Facebook, and he said what happened. It may be the game multiplayer for Uncharted 2. Now Uncharted 2, is was top notch, probably one of the most perfect game. Well, not perfect, there's no game is perfect. Was near perfect. You know, had a lot of high scores. Good single player, good multiplayer, and everything. It was very top notch. The third one, nah, not so much. It was pretty much whatever. It was all right. It was Call of Duty type of style multiplayer, I guess you want to say. The whole thing is just garbage and stuff like that, I guess. But if it's like Uncharted 2, um, Uncharted 2 multiplayer, I won't have nothing to say about it because I really enjoy Uncharted 2. Now, if it's not, then I don't know. I don't know. It's I don't know. I hope they won't do that though. But we don't know. It may be good after all. Uh, okay, we also got Sleeping Dogs. We also had a new Metal Gear Revengeance with Raiden. Now, a lot of things with this one. First off, you play as Raiden, a different character. He has a different move style than the Snake. He's not really sneaky and stuff like that. He cut people up with swords, hack and slash. I like hack and slash stuff, just like Devil May Cry and God of War. So pretty much this game looks pretty interesting. You know, um, I just really like, the style they switch up. It may be a big surprise in games. It may be a game of the year contender right there, or pretty much a surprising game. Um, and we also got like the Metal Gear Solid 5 that I think should come out this year. Metal Gear Solid 4 2008 came out. Yeah, old Snake in there, and pretty much, I knew another game was coming from Metal Gear, but yeah, I never knew when it was coming. So might as well add it on pretty much the last year of the PS3. So pretty much add it on there. And yeah, it's very good to see Snake coming back. I don't know if his moves gonna be limited or not because on his old age and stuff like that. It's probably not. He's probably gonna have all his moves. His sneaky moves and stuff. Move probably the same speed as Ford because he got badass, and he's not even more badass if he's old. So I like Snake. So pretty much I'm pretty much interested to see or curious of how they're gonna put him in this new game. So pretty much that's all. That's pretty much my video gonna be about. This pretty much I'm finished what I'm saying. I know there's a lot of games out there that I didn't get to mention, but I may make another video about that. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you enjoy. And what y'all guys game of the year? You think Grand Theft Auto 5? BioShock Infinite? Maybe a surprising game that I didn't mention on here, like God of War Ascension. I didn't. I'm gonna save that for another video. But like always, everybody, have a wonderful day.